let's do a comparison of web ODM versus the competitors. So, to be honest, people use OpenDroneMap because of its costs, right? That is the big differentiator between web ODM and the other software packages. If you are just getting started and you don't want to, don't have any paying jobs and that need photogrammetry, it's a great option to get started, to kind of learn how to do it, to learn how to fly, to practice. And then if you ever decide, you get some clients using web ODM, and then you decide that, you want to upgrade and use some of the other programs, they're available, right? You can always just keep using web ODM. You can compare them side by side. But I think just getting started, web ODM is perfect, right? You can download it for free and from GitHub, and following our instructions, or you can get it and get going right away without having to worry about free trials or 2-week windows or quotas or anything like that. You can really just hit the ground running. So that's why we love OpenDroneMap. It doesn't limit us, right? We can just go and do our thing. If we decide that we want to use one of these other ones, we can look at them. A great thing that web ODM does is on their website they have a compare page here. Right? So if you click that compare page, it gives you 3 sites that 3 data sets that they have flown. So they have uploaded all the same pictures into all these different photogrammetry software. So the 4 versions of ODM, and then the typical, the big competitors. Drone Deploy is probably the biggest one. Metashape, Agisoft Metashape, Drone Mapper, and Pix4D. They all have their pros and cons, and you can do a lot of research and go to the websites and learn all about them. But let's look at really, as I started this video, the cost, right? That's kind of the main thing. So Agisoft, let's start there. You've got $179 one-time standard edition versus the professional edition, which is $3,499. So kind of an investment. Like I could see dropping $179 to kind of get started if I have clients that I'm thinking of upgrading. That I can justify, but boy, I'm not spending $3,500 until I know that it's what I want and it does everything I need, or does more than web ODM. A lot of people like this software. Sort of gives you some flexibility in good models, but if you have an educational license, if you're a student, you can get it cheaper. Moving on to Drone Deploy, we're looking at, let's see here, for individuals, $99 a month for the light version, $299 a month for advanced flight analysis. So you can take a look at all the different things you can do, and depending on what your projects are all about, you would you could decide. But I think you're probably gonna, if you go with the $99 a month, and you do this a lot, you're gonna pretty soon outgrow that light version. So or you can buy, that's $300 a month if you pay for 12 months up front, or $450 a month for to do it month to month. So boy, that's not easy, but it wouldn't be easy for me either. For anybody really. Good software. It's I think probably easy to use. It gives you a good product. But boy, you're paying for it, right? So that's Drone Deploy. Pix4D, I enjoy the ability to edit models afterwards and tweak things, and I think this is I don't know. I think if you're running a professional outfit, I think in my humble opinion, and I'm sure I could get a lot of people that argue with this, that I like Pix4D, but again, you gotta if you got $300 a month, you're in business, or even more than that, $315. Many different plans, so it can add up pretty quickly. So, you could look at bundles, $42.90 per year. Fine if you're making a lot of money doing this. It's a cost of business. It's a write-off, but if you're just starting out, that's tough to swallow. So, I like the company. I think, they do a good job. It's great software, but it's not cheap. Drone Mapper, another one they have on there. I've never really used Drone Mapper or played around with it, but you're looking at $159 a year or $1,000 one-time fee. They all kind of do the same thing. In terms of ortho photos and a 3D model that would probably need some work. So I think Pix4D has the most ability to play with it. And then we have Maps Made Easy, which has a point system, which, I've used this before. So bought a bunch of points. You got to kind of think about this a little bit and kind of figure out where your project lies. So, but you can, if you have like a one-time job and you want to try it out, you could just, do a job with, if it's less than 100 or so images, small job, for $8, you could give it a shot and see what you get. And they have a pretty good web service feature that, they web link, and I think it's a pretty good option for getting started. As I said, it's gonna do Open Drone Map is going to do, I think, what you need to get going. And if you want to keep going and with the open source route, not have to incur these costs, you can, it's a learning curve, but you can get there. Find other classes that you can take, and you'll go there. I mean, but if you really want to take a look and compare them directly, here's Drone Deploy versus version 2.8 of Open Drone Map. You can see the quality is pretty close. Try the Pix4D version, same thing. Like it's off the GPS, but they're the same images, so it you can see. I think this is even a little more clear, the ODM. But you can spend time figuring all that out and really looking at them more closely if you want to. But in terms of like delivering something to a client who's probably not really, these images are so much better than Google Earth that any one of them will probably work. But you want to kind of take a look at some things. Like, so you can see, like up here, you got some holes, right? Holes in the building with Drone Mapper, where Open Drone Map, doesn't have any of that. Stitches it better. So, anyways, it's a nice tool to do analysis, and you can look at the DSM, digital surface model, as well. So a great tool. It's online. Take a look at it. Help you make your decision. Like I said, start with Open Drone Map. If it were me, you're here, so I bet you have figured that out already. But go as far as you can with Open Drone Map. You may not ever have to switch. If you keep going with the learning, and which I think you can. I think it's good. It's great software. So I'd run with it. All right, great. Thank you.